We talk these last couple weeks about the buildup, the anticipation. I think these guys are just ready to get out there and get this thing started.
And I know that both coaching staffs have spent considerable time trying to figure out how to best bring their team up to a peak without taking them over the edge and causing a lot of issues early in the game.
And you don't think much of a pregame speech is needed for this one?
I think the pregame speeches were the shortest all year. If they didn't just say, let's go get them, guys, they probably talked too much.
First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Red, up! We got four. Check safety! Red, up! Red, up!
Trubisky will throw. He leaves this one for Howard. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, boys, we got four down. Move.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. Throw left side, taken in by Miller. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Red, up! Red, up! 51 the mic, boys, 51.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Alert! Get down! We're waiting!
Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Flush to his right. And complete right side to Cook. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Down!
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Lynch. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick some.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. With the first touchdown of Super Bowl 53. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Striking first in any game is very important, but on this stage, the biggest of stages in the Super Bowl, that's huge.
You fully expect the other team to battle all the way through, but when you're the one setting the pace, jumping out in front, entire organization.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Hey, 18. Hey, 18.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. And down he goes, brought down a Raiders sack. Cliff Averill with a big-time sack on 3rd down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. This is fielded at the 27. A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Oh, you got deep? White Monday.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And some space here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog game. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right.
Down. Blue 80. Low. 12 jumbo.
On second down, here's Carr. He'll check this down to Lynch, complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make it third down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
734.
4 down.
Throwing his Carr on third down. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Amari Cooper, 51 yards. And the Raiders add on to their lead. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
This fielded at the 2. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
Let's go. Blue.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
Let's go. 18.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. It's brought in by Kevin White. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set up. 180. Yep.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
36. Shift.
We're go. Let's go. Red, up. Yep.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
Red, up. Red, up.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at the 34.
Monday, down. Blue 80.
Check 9.
That's it.
They start the drive with Lynch. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Whoosh. How did he stay on his feet? It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We talk all the time about how important it is to have leverage in blocking. It's also a big part of policing up gaps. Did you move someone out of the A gap? Did you move them out of the B gap in order to create space for your guy to run? In this case, all those gaps were shut down.
Yeah, the movement was defensive, and they got him for a loss. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
808. Yo, Chief.
On 1st down, Carr being chased out left. Space to run past the 20. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
Here we go.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Down. 180. Right down.
2 minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
Monday down. go. Get set, get set.
Hey, guys, check me out. You got 3 down. We got to stand up over there. Slam.
Okay, here we go.
Wide, get wide.
First down, the run with Lynch. Oh, good footwork on the spin. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
On 2nd down, Lynch. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And his kick here is good. And the lead will grow. It's now 17-0. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day.
Hey, 18.
51's the mic. It's our field. It's our field. Hey,
18.
I got it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the Raiders have got him. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Reds up.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Looking deep for Gabriel. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. And it's 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17.
18. Reds up. Reds up.
Throwing here, Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to roam now. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So we've come upon halftime here in Super Bowl 53 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the halftime show, quite a spectacle, but it's back to football for the second half of Super Bowl 53. This is taken at the 3. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot, but they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
Get down, get down. We're waiting.
Carr will try it again on 2nd down. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They go with Howard to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They go with Howard again. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Over the middle, that's caught by Miller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, a 22. Trubisky with a give to Howard. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Tight end right. Tight end right.
On 2nd down, here's Trubisky. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Tahir Whitehead coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
Hey, 18.
6 man. Check curls.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain.
4 down. Check.
On 2nd down, Martin. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football.
4 down. 56. Mike, 56.
They'll run it. Here's Martin. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down.
Let's go.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Jordan Howard taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bears get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
This fielded at the 2. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Flushed out right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
59 Mike. Check.
The 10th carry of the game for Marshawn Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught. Nelson. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a 1st down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Under a minute to go in this 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Low. Hey, 7:34. It's a hut.
From midfield, here's Carr. They dump it off to Lynch. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now. as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taken in at the 22. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Bears take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a play fake here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 48-yard line. A give to Howard. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Justin Ellis in on the stop. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Shift.
Blue.
On 2nd down, Trubisky. And Gabriel's got him. His 2nd catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Hey. We got 3.
Get set. 180.
25. Check 25.
You're mine. Go.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, partner, I think the defensive fellas got the memo, and they decided to cover him on that play.
Yeah, he's already up over 100 yards in this game. They tried a deep shot, couldn't get it.
Yeah, when you've had that much success, finally someone said, let's try and put a stop to it and put people on him.
Down. 185. 637. Where's it on?
To throw on 3rd down. Carr. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Aaron Lynch in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Here's the Raiders punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Blue, blue.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. It's coming this way, Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Red, red, up.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50.
They run with Howard, and that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Hey, 18.
From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rashawn Melvin, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Down.
Here's a give to Lynch. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Get set.
They'll run again with Lynch. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
Monday, down. Blue 80. You're mine. Where's it hot?
Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. Now Trubisky on 1st down. He leaves this one for Howard. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Time for a break. We're back to crown a champion after this.
Hurry, hurry.
Watch 10. Come on. Watch 10. Single.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Throwing now is Trubisky. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Trubisky will throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them. Credit
him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll keep pounding here with Lynch. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And now the Bears going to signal for another timeout, as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On 3rd down, they go Lynch. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Here's the Raiders punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 43 yards. Trubisky to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10.
Hey. 4 down.
Blue.
Now it's Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Hey, gotta go, gotta go. Blue. Red, tough.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may write a finish to this Super Bowl. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get down. Wide 85. Yes, sir.
Time for this one final knee to put a bow on this title bout. On top of the football world, they will hoist the Lombardi Trophy as the Super Bowl champions. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling, because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gunn. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.
What's up, gang? Let me go secure for the game right quick. Hey, what's up, gang? I got it. I think it's my fault. For real. What's up, the rest. Hey, I got that chicken to go. I'm gone. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No car. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. I went from filling out kites to putting it in my block. Blue Gucci sweater is drill. Somebody give me a. These ain't like the cops. Gossiping more than a. In jail I had. I make you cut off the. Think that I made it, they can't be my friends, so they wanna be ops. If I see them hating and I'm in that spaceship, I'm dropping the top. Ain't like my beat, ain't no happy belated, I'm counting the guap. Who gave you a voice? Who told you your thoughts count? GPS straight to the money. I put my big homie got the big Mickey Mouse. You posted your at 12 and 8 that night, she had my all over the mansion. Can't sit on my house. I got that check-in to golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No car. I want that caught. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rafe in the city that's light. LED look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
With me, boy. Your hands and your fingers. Your ears with get back, watch you turn to a singer. Get the fighting like this Jerry Springer. All of my zip the back that like a pogo. Don't do these, they popo. Had a G-Wagon truck turned to Rojo. Find a cable to us and